Stove.
Gas stove is there. It means you have a heating material, then you have a filtration system also. You filter your tea oil like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then you have in place of the test tube, you have your some utensils in which you cook the food. In place of the test tube or the beakers, you have. Okay, right. Coming back to the topic then. So I'm coming to the another reaction. Can all of you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Here I have a silver nitrate, AgNO3. Aqueous solution means dissolved in water, and I'm adding here sodium chloride to it. It will form here AgCl plus sodium nitrate. Here I am getting here white color precipitate. For the precipitate, we write it PPT. It's a PPT. This is the precipitated form. Am I clear? Note it down. Now, can you tell
Sir,
me?
this slide.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, I'm writing one formula here. C6H12O6. Can you tell me what is this
Glucose.
glucose? And now reacting with oxygen, this glucose, when we eat it, when it goes in our body, it undergoes oxidation in our cells, in our body cells, and it produces here carbon dioxide and water. Along with that, it produces the energy that we use it for our working. So, can you balance the equation? I want everyone start with balancing part.
Sir, 3CO2 plus 6H2O.
If I say 6 CO2, because I have a 6 carbon this side, so I can make it 6 this way. I have a 12 hydrogen, make it here 6 so that I can get here 12 hydrogen this way. Now I have 12 plus 6, 18. 12 plus 6, 18. It is 6 here, make it 6, 12 plus 6, 18. Check, is it so? Am I clear? Okay, my question is it an exothermic reaction or endothermic reaction? This is an exothermic or endothermic. Energy, heat energy is liberated or heat energy is absorbed?
Exothermic.
Yeah, so this reaction is written down. It is an exothermic reaction. Okay. Now, whenever we are writing a chemical equation, that equation should be balanced. I'm giving you one statement. You have to write a balanced chemical equation for this. I'm giving you one question here. Aqueous solution of sulfuric acid and sodium hydroxide react to form aqueous sodium sulfate. And water. Write balanced equation. Start working upon it. All of you please write in your notebook the chemical equation. Have you done? Yes. Who will give the answer? I'm stopping sharing for some time. Who is ready with the answer? Should I help you? Or are you working on it? Yes, Vedant. You're done?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Not able to do it. Actually, problem is you don't know the formula. Yes or no? Tell me, what is the formula for the sulfuric acid? Who will give the answer?
H2SO4.
Good. Good. When I say aqueous solution means when dissolved in water and you write in AQ. What is the formula for the sodium hydroxide?
NaOH.
NaOH. Yeah. It is also aqueous. To form what? Sodium sulfate. What is the formula for sodium sulfate?
Na2SO4.
Na2SO4. All of you know this, yes or no? And water, right? It is aqueous, it is liquid. Now you can balance it. Now it is balanced. Balance it. Balance the equation. Or it is already balanced. What do you think?
Sir, I think for balancing it, H2SO4 plus 2 NaOH
Good. Rest,
gives.
yeah, rest all is balanced or still something.
We need to balance hydrogen because 3
Yeah, okay, so how to go for it?
gives Na2SO4 plus 2H2.
Good, very good. Everybody got this?
Yes.
Now, next topic, write down types of chemical reactions. Types of chemical reactions. Number one type is combination reaction. Write down two elements combine to form a new compound. The reaction in which two elements combine to form a new compound. Like we have an H2Cl2. There are two different elements here. To form a compound here, HCl. I have already balanced the equation. This is a combination reaction. Am I clear? So carbon plus oxygen to give carbon dioxide. Carbon is solid here. Understood?
Sir, can you explain the definition?
When two elements combine to form a new compound, you can see carbon and oxygen are two different elements, and they're giving rise to a new compound, like carbon dioxide is a new compound. Such type of reactions are called as a combination reactions. It's of the two elements. It may be between element and a compound. Suppose I say I have a compound NO and element is oxygen. Combine here, it form here NO2. Now you balance the equation here. 2. This is a gas, this is a gas, and this is a gas.
Two NO, right?
Yeah. Am I clear? Sulfur dioxide plus oxygen to give sulfur trioxide. Can you balance the equation? I'm waiting for response. Quickly, quickly.
Sir, SO2 plus 2O2 gives 2SO3. And then we should add 2 S also.
Now you check here. 2 sulfur both the side. 4 plus 4, 8 oxygen, and here we have a 6 oxygen. If I remove this, will I get balanced equation?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So these two substances are combining together to give a new compound. Done. Should I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Such type of reactions are called as a combination reactions. And now the second type, write down decomposition reaction. The reaction in which a single reactant breaks down into two or more products is called as a decomposition reaction. For example, if I say I have a lead nitrate, upon heating gives lead oxide plus NO2 plus oxygen. I'm writing the balanced equation here. What do you find that single compound decomposes, breaks down into two or more products? Such type of reaction is called as a decomposition. And here I am heating it, and that is why we call this is a thermal decomposition.
Sir, can you explain?
Single substance undergo break up into number of the products. Upon heating, so we call this is a thermal decomposition reaction.
Sir, can you repeat the definition?
Right.
I did not.
Single reactant, the reaction in which a single reactant breaks into two or more products is called as a decomposition reaction. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you one more example here. It's a calcium carbonate solid. Upon heating, gives calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Solid gas. This delta sign indicate that we are heating it. Again, this is an example of thermal decomposition. Thermal means heat. Thermal means heat. Upon heating, it is getting decomposed. Understood? Yes or no? Now,
Yes, sir.
I have water here, and now here I'm passing electric current. It decomposes to give H2 plus O2. It is decomposing, but in the presence of electricity. So we call this is a electrolytic decomposition reaction. Electrolytic means upon passing current, we are breaking the molecule into two or more products. That reaction is called as a decomposition, electrolytic decomposition reaction. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, I have a sodium chloride in the molten state. Molten state means I have melted it. And now I'm passing current, electricity, electric current. I'm getting a sodium plus chlorine. The product is now, or I can say reactant is not decomposed, break up. This is called the electrolytic decomposition reaction. It is solid here and this is the gas here. So balance the equation.
So which type of reaction is this?
Is it decomposition? Yes or no? But this is a electrolytic decomposition.
So for balancing it, will be 2 NaCl gives 2 Na plus Cl2.
Good, very good. Everybody getting this? Vedant, are you getting this, Vedant?
Oh, yes, sir.
No, I think it should not clear. Should I go ahead? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, next type of decomposition is called as a photochemical decomposition. All of you are able to read my handwriting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When I say photo, it means something related to the light. The decomposition in the presence of light is called as a photochemical decomposition.
So can you repeat?
Write down. When a chemical decomposes on absorbing light energy. When a chemical compound decomposes on absorbing light energy is called as photochemical decomposition. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is one example I have written here. Should I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
It means decomposition reaction is of three types: thermal decomposition, electrolytic decomposition, and photochemical decomposition. Now, next we am writing here about the displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Zinc plus copper sulfate. This copper sulfate is blue in color, right? And what we've observed, it become colorless, and you can see the copper is displaced by the zinc. So zinc is more reactive than copper. So zinc displaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. Such type of reaction in which one element takes the position of the other element in a compound is called as a displacement reaction.
So can you say again?
Right, write down. The chemical reaction in which one element takes the position of another element present in a compound is called as a displacement reaction.
Takes the position of
Another element in a compound is called displacement reaction. You can see in this compound copper sulfate, zinc is taking the position of the copper, displacing it. It means zinc is more reactive than copper. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, if I say magnesium, here copper sulfate, magnesium sulfate plus, so magnesium is taking the position of the copper. Magnesium is taking the position of copper. Now my question is, which element will displace? Is it possible that I use the copper here and I take the magnesium sulfate here? Will it cause a displacement like this?
No, sir.
Why?
Because copper is less reactive than magnesium.
How do you know that?
So because
Mag-
copper valency is 1 and magnesium valency is 2.
So for that we have to understand the reactivity series. Write down reactivity series. Potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron, lead, hydrogen, copper. Below this, I'm writing below this, mercury, silver, platinum, gold. So as you go in this series, the reactivity decreases. Most reactive is potassium, that is up, and as you go
So
down,
what is after Cu?
copper, then after that is mercury. Hg is for mercury. Ag is for silver. Pt is for platinum. Au is for gold. So always more reactive element displaces the less reactive element. Always more reactive element displaces the less reactive element. Have you noted down this reaction? This whole equation?
Yes, sir.
So if you choose here, copper cannot displace the zinc, but zinc can displace the copper. Understood? No. Sodium plus water. Water means HOH. It means out of the hydrogen and the sodium, which is more reactive? Tell me. From the series, you tell me.
Sodium is more reactive than hydrogen.
So that will displace this hydrogen here and forms here NaOH plus H2. Now you can balance the equation. Can you balance it? Work upon the balancing part.
So will the balancing be 2Na plus 2O gives 2NaOH
Good.
plus H?
Good. Very good. In these reactions that I have shown here, one element displaces the other. We call it a single displacement reaction. We call single displacement reaction. Single displacement reaction. This is also single displacement reaction. Am I clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, let us start with double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction, in which the reaction will be like this: AB plus CD. They will be exchanging their partners and they will form here AC plus BD. Can you say that they have exchanged their counterparts?
Yes, sir.
Such type of reaction is called the double displacement reaction. Here I have silver nitrate, sodium chloride. They will be now exchanging their ions. They will form an AgCl and sodium nitrate. Can you say that it's a double displacement reaction? The cation of the one is combining with the anion of the another. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So here I am getting a white precipitate here. So I can say such reaction in which precipitates are formed are called the precipitation reaction. Are also called as a precipitation reaction. Are called as precipitation reaction. Understood? Yes or no? Take up this case here. I have a barium chloride, BaCl2, and sulfuric acid. Can you make the product for this reaction?
BaSO4
Hmm.
plus 2 plus 2
HCl.
heads.
So here again we are getting white PPT. Precipitation reaction. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I have a lead nitrate, potassium iodide, lead iodide. Can I say this is also a double displacement reaction? Here I am getting yellow PPT. Now you can complete the reaction. Next one.
2 NaCl
Hmm. Barium sulfate. This will give you a white color precipitate. Understood? Now, note down everything. Now, here I have one assignment for you. Let us discuss this assignment step by step. Okay, now part 1. Yeah, tell me. Fill in the blanks part 1. You tell me now.
The combination reaction.
In a combination reaction. Next,
The exothermic reaction.
exothermic reaction.
exothermic
Next,
endothermic reaction.
Endothermic reaction.
endothermic. Next,
Displacement reaction.
A displacement reaction occurs.
displacement reaction. Next,
Double displacement reaction.
very good. It's a double displacement reaction. Hmm. Hmm. Precipitation reaction produces what? Insoluble, which are not soluble. That is why they are keep on floating, right? Okay. Seventh, I have not done. Wait. Reduction is the dash of oxygen and gain of electron. Reduction is the
Loss.
removal or loss of oxygen and gain of hydrogen. Okay. Next, the digestion of the food in a body, an example of
Chemical.
Decomposition reaction.
decomposition. The bigger compound the product into smaller products. Addition of oxygen is called as in
Oxidation, sir.
oxidation. Yeah. When calcium carbonate decomposes, it gives
Calcium and carbon dioxide, sir.
CaO, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. The new substance produced in a chemical reaction are called as
Products.
good. Now you have to tell me the true or false. Number of atoms of each element is conserved in any chemical reaction. Yes or no? The total number of atoms on the reactant
sir.
side and product side are same. Yes or no? True.
Crop conversation.
True.
Oxidation of loss of electron of a substance. Yes. Loss of electron is also called as oxidation. Reduction of is a gain of electron. Yes, it is also true. A complete chemical equation represents the reactant, product, and several physical states symbolically. Yes or no?
True.
True.
Magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling flame in air and changes to white substance, magnesium oxide. Yes or no? True or false?
True.
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 Rusting is double decomposition reaction. I have not taught you about the rusting, but it is an oxidation only. We'll discuss later. Now next. Reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen to give ammonia is an example of a combination reaction.
True.
True.
Action of heat on ferrous sulfate, example of decomposition reaction. Ferrous sulfate decompose, yes, this is a true statement. Copper and water, the reaction of copper oxide is an example of a redox reaction. Redox reaction I have not taught
Yes.
you, but it is also for true statement. We'll discuss. Okay, come to this question now. Balancing, combination, matchmaking, work upon it. A with what? With column A, column B.
Combination.
I can say A is matching with R, No, with
Okay.
Q.
Q.
With Q. Yeah, okay. Next.
So D is matching with the R, sir.
Decomposition.
Decomposition, yes, R. Next.
C is, I think, displacement reaction.
Okay, displacement reaction P.
D is oxidation reaction.
Oxidation, that is S. Everybody got this?
Yes, sir.
Anyone who is not clear? Vedant, you joined late. Are you now comfortable with this?
So I'm understanding it's a little tough, but yeah.
Okay, you joined half an hour late. Your base is off. Okay. Okay, come to this section number 1. Write chemical equation and when magnesium react with aqueous hydrochloric acid to form. Okay, you tell me. Magnesium means Mg with hydrochloric acid HCl to give a solution of magnesium chloride. What is the chemical formula of magnesium chloride?
MgCl2.
MgCl and hydrogen gas. Make it balanced equation.
Mg plus 2 HCl gives MgCl2
Good,
plus H2.
good. Can a combination reaction be a redox reaction? Yes. Can a combination reaction be redox reaction? Let us check here. Suppose I say C plus O2 to give CO2. You can say copper is getting oxidized. At the same time, oxygen is getting reduced. So yes, combination reaction can be redox reaction. Okay, why do we apply paint on iron article? Why do we apply paint on iron articles? Can you tell me?
So that it doesn't rust.
Okay, it does not rust means it does not combine with oxygen, right?
Oxygen and water.
Oxygen and water, so that a new product is not formed,
It
right?
keeps away oxygen. It
It
helps
keeps,
in
yeah, it's a protection, it creates a barrier between the air and the iron, right? So we should say number one, paint creates a barrier between iron and oxygen and water, right? It prevents rusting, that is oxidation of iron. This is the use of the painting, right? Note it down. Note it down. Should I go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fourth question is very simple. What are the different types of reactions? You tell me. Different types of reactions.
Combination reaction,
Combination reaction,
Hmm.
photo
decomposition
decomposition reaction, photochemical reaction.
reaction,
Combination, decomposition. What more?
displacement reaction,
Displacement, double displacement. What more? Neutralization reaction, oxidation and reduction reaction. These are the different types of reactions. Okay. Any doubt till now?
No doubt, sir.
No. What happens when sodium reacts with water? No. I'll go back. Forward. Okay, what is decomposition reaction? Give example.
So your presentation is not seen.
No, wait. Okay, now visible?
Yes, sir.
What is the decomposition reaction? Fifth question.
When a substance can be broken down into two or more simple compounds, it's
Yes.
called decomposition
Okay.
reaction.
Can you give example? Can you give example? Calcium carbonate decomposed to give CaO plus CO2 upon heating. So we call this is a thermal decomposition reaction. Okay. Any other another example that you can give me? Any other example?
H2 gives H2 plus O2.
Okay. H2O
Elect-
decomposed to give H2 plus O2. So this takes place in the presence of
electric current.
yeah, so we call it say electrolytic decomposition, right? Next, any other example?
NaCl on the presence of
That,
electric current.
that is also a
Electrolytic decomposition.
electrolytic decomposition. Can you give an example of a photochemical decomposition? Photochemical decomposition.
AgBr gives 2
Yeah,
G plus Br.
yeah. This is a photochemical decomposition. Everybody getting this? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm stopping sharing for some time. Okay. Yes, Joe, Daniel, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Navish, Manasvi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Vedant?
Yes, sir. So if I want the recording of this class, so how can I get it?
Yes, you just send a mail to your coordinator, a test prep coordinator that might be with you, who is talking with you, who is interacting with you. I'll be right. They will be sending you this whole notes and assignment, and then you can send an email that they will be sending you this recording,
Okay.
right? So, Vedanta, are you able to understand this? Yes or no?
It's a bit difficult.
Bit difficult. Okay. You joined late today. Half an hour went. Okay, Sheikh.
Yeah, plus for me, chemistry stuff.
No, chemistry is very easy. Only wrong thing that has happened is mismanagement of the time. Don't worry, it will be there. You will get the recording, you will understand it, no problem. Samriti?
Yes, sir, I understood today's topic.
Okay, fine. Now, I'm again sharing my screen with you. Okay, before I share, I want to discuss something very important. Whatever the reactions that I have discussed with you, you have to write it, practice it, then only it will be understood, right? Otherwise, you will not be able to recall an exam, right? Write it many times. Sometimes you understand the concept, but not able to reproduce it because we are not in habit of writing it. This happens with you sometimes? Has it happened with you ever?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It happens. Normally it happens. So keep on practicing it. I am now sharing, I have shared my screen. Question is number 6. What is a displacement reaction? You tell me the answer.
When one element takes position of the other element in a the other element present in a compound, that's known as a displacement reaction.
More appropriately, I can say more reactive element displaces the less reactive element from a compound. Will that be better answer?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, now number 7th question. What happens when sodium reacts with water?
It will displace the water because it's more reactive than
So what in that case, what you
water.
do is,
Sodium is more
yeah.
reactive, so
So what you have to do in this answer is you have to write a chemical equation first. So it's a chemistry. You don't need to give just observation. Write a chemical equation. Tell me what is the product formed here?
Sodium oxide plus hydrogen.
No, sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Now you have to balance it. Now you have to balance it.
2Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus H2.
Okay. Now what is the observations now? Question was what happens. Now observation. This reaction is exothermic. It is a violent reaction. Hydrogen gas catch fire. Hydrogen gas catch fire. Right? These are our observations in this reaction. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is how we observe with such type of answers. Okay, write down, write chemical equation name of the reaction when sodium chloride is mixed with a solution of silver nitrate and white ppt silver chloride is formed. Sodium chloride with silver nitrate. Sodium chloride formula is NaCl. Silver nitrate is AgNO3. Tell me the product here.
AgCl plus NaNO3.
Okay. Now you can write the physical state. This is the white color PPTF. What is the name of reaction? What type of reaction it is?
Double
A
displacement.
neutralized reaction.
It is a double displacement reaction.
So can we say it is a neutralized reaction also?
No. It is not an acid and a base. It is not acid and a base, so it is not a neutralization reaction. I would call it a double displacement reaction. Right? It is also known as a precipitation reaction. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What does the color of copper sulfate solution change when iron nail is dipped in it? It means iron plus copper sulfate here. It will form here ferrous sulfate plus copper. The blue color of the copper sulfate will change to green color. That you have to remember it. Write the chemical equation. Note it down. Understood the concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Potassium chlorate upon heating is potassium chloride and oxygen. Give chemical equation for this. Potassium perchlorate, it is a KClO3. So I can write here KClO3 decomposed to give potassium chloride and oxygen. Write balanced equation.
Two KClO3.
Okay.
It will give 2 KCl plus 3 O2.
Good.
3 O2.
Good. Solid. Yeah. Note it down. Give a reaction. Example of a chemical reaction characterized the change in temperature. Are you getting the question?
So for the example, can we give CaCO3 plus heat that if we heat it, it gives um, CaO plus CO2.
Yeah. So this is an endothermic reaction or exothermic reaction?
Endothermic reaction.
Endothermic reaction. Okay. So this is an endothermic reaction. Can you give me an example that is exothermic in nature?
If we add, if we take quicklime, it gives,
Yeah.
I think, slate
Yeah.
lime.
You can write like this. This is an exothermic reaction. Understood? Yes or no?
Sir, what is after? What is in the product side?
Calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole twice. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, next question I'm giving you. Limestone is heated. I think very simple the question. Limestone is CaCO3. Upon heating, it will give you CaO plus CO2. Got it? Magnesium wire is burnt in air. How do you write it? B part. Write a chemical equation.
Mg plus O2 gives MgO.
Yeah, Mg plus O2 to give Mg. It is solid, oxygen, solid. Okay. I'm stopping here. Tell me, how was the class? You learned something?
Yes, sir.
Was it
Yes.
useful? Was it useful?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you practice.
Yes.
So you practice all these questions that I will be sending you. Right. I will be sending this assignment. That will sending you all the notes. So in our next session, I will be solving all the questions with you, and one more assignment on this chapter we will discuss. Right.
Okay, sir.
Right. So that's all for today. Okay then. Goodbye for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.